Hello everyone, my name is Davis bin Juadis. Currently, I am a student of Open University Malaysia (OUM), taking the bachelor program in Occupational Safety and Health Management, in short called BOSHM. Today, I will be talking about a topic, the guideline in social communications, as part of my assignment given in English for oral communication course. By the end of this video, we will learn some of the guidelines from two different resources. In general, my target audience is mostly for public and students. Firstly, from OUM ebooks, code number OUMH 1303 as provided in our course, topic 6, Speaking in Social Context, page number 135. Although English is widely spoken in Malaysia, it is a second language, very often Manglish or Malaysia English. Each ethnic group speaks its own brand of English with a particular accent, jargon, and intonations. You should try to speak using simple, plain, and understandable English when you speak to Malaysian as well as to people from other countries. When communicating with people from different cultures and ethnicities, use this guideline. 1. Avoid figures of speech or idiomatic expression. Instead of listen with undivided attention, say listen with attention. Number 2. Don't use fancy, cute, or trendy terminology. Instead of hot chick, say beautiful girl, as illustrated in this figure. Number 3, use specific and accurate terms. Instead of go a little further down the road, say go 500 meters down the road. Number 4, be careful of words which may have different meaning in different cultures or nationalities. The Manglish term shock does not mean shock in the normal sense. It has a positive connotation, which means a great feeling or just great. Number 5, avoid the use of slang, example cool, which means in style. And lastly, avoid using abbreviation, example ATTY, instead of Artany, or acronym, example MOE, instead of Ministry of Education. Use the full term when speaking to people from foreign countries. Next, I would like to discuss in the mental health communication perspective by referring to the effective communication improving your social skills, wrote by Anxiety Canada and published by Here to Help in the public website. Here to Help is a project of BC Partners for mental health and substance use information. Building good relationship with others people can greatly reduce stress and anxiety in your life. In fact, improving your social support is linked to better mental health in general, since having a good friends can act as a buffer for feeling of anxiety and low mood. This is especially true if you are socially anxious and desperately want to make friends, but either too fearful to do so or are unsure about how to reach out to others. As a result of these anxious feelings, you may even be avoiding social situation. On this page, we talk about why are the communication skills important, plus non-verbal communications, conversation skills, and assertiveness. Communication skills are the key to developing friendship and to build a strong social network. They are also help you to take care of your own needs while being respectful of the needs of others. People are not born with good communication skills. Like any other skill, they are learned through trial and error and repeated practice. Three areas of communication that you may want to practice are: 1. Nonverbal communication, 2. Conversation skills, and 3. Assertiveness. Nonverbal communication. A large part of what we communicate to each other is nonverbal. What you say to people with your eyes or your body language is just as powerful when you say with words. When you feel anxious, you might behave in ways that are designed to avoid communicate with others. For example, you might avoid eye contact or speak very softly. In other words, you are trying not to communicate, likely to avoid being judged negatively by others. However, your body language, a tone of voice, does communicate powerful message to others. Some of the nonverbal behavior you may want to pay attention are posture, example, head up and alert, and then movement and gesture, example, keeping arm uncrossed, physical distance, example, standing closer when talking to others, eye contact, example, making appropriate eye contact while talking, facial expression, example, smiling, volume of voice, speaking at a volume easily heard, tone of voice, example, speaking with confident tone. Many of the example are culturally related. For example, in Western countries, it is generally accepted that frequent eye contact while listening and looking away slightly more often while speaking are appropriate. Conversation skills. One of the biggest challenges for someone with social anxiety is starting conversation and keep them going. It is normal to struggle a bit when you are trying to make small talk because it is not always easy to think of things to say. Tips for starting conversation. Start a conversation by saying something general and not too personal. For example, talk about the weather, pay a compliment, then make an observation or introduce yourself. Tips for making a conversation going. Remember that a conversation is a two-way street. Don't talk too little or too much. As much as possible, try to contribute to about one half of the conversation when speaking one on one. Disclose some personal information about yourself, such as weekend activities, your favorite football teams, or hobby or interests. Personal information does not need to be too personal. You can start with giving your opinion about movies, books, or talking about things that you like doing. Tips for ending the conversation. Remember, all conversation end sometimes, so don't feel rejected or become anxious. It's a conversation near to end. Running out of things to talk about doesn't mean you are failure or that you are boring. Think of a graceful way to end the conversation. For example, you can say that you need to refill your drinks, catch up with another person at a party, and then get back to work, or you can promise to continue the conversation at a later time. For example, hope we will have a chance to chat again, or let's have lunch together soon. Assertiveness. Assertive communication is the honest expression of one's own needs, wants, and feeling, while respecting those of the other person. When you're communicating assertively, your manner is non-threatening and non-judgmental, and you take responsibility for your own actions. Tips for communicating assertively. Many people find it's hard to ask for what they want, feeling that they don't have the right to ask, or fearing the consequence of the request. For example, you may think, what if he say no? Or she would think I am rude for asking. Tips for saying no. Saying no can be difficult for you if you are usually more passive. However, if you are not able to say no to others, you are not in charge of your own life. When saying no, remember to use assertive body language. Example, standing straight, eye contact, speaking loudly enough to the other person can hear. That's all my sharing today. I am sure you learned something. Until we meet again for the other topic, take care and thank you for your attention.